England's stunning victory over the All Blacks wasn't just a win on the scoreboard, it was a psychological masterclass that began before the first whistle even blew. For 13 long years, England hadn't beaten New Zealand at home. This time, they decided to change the script. And it all started with their response to the legendary Haka. The mastermind behind it? None other than hooker Jamie George. He revealed that he took a page from the playbook of England's iconic 2019 World Cup semi-final win. Remember that V formation that seemed to get right under the All Black skin? George wanted to bring that same energy back, but with a unique twist for the Twickenham crowd. The plan was simple, yet deeply symbolic. England would line up normally at first. Then, as the Haka began, they would break formation and move into a V-shape. But this wasn't just a random arrangement. At one end of the V was Jamie George himself, the oldest and most experienced player in the squad. And at the other end, the youngest, the firecracker flanker, Henry Pollock. Right at the very tip, leading the charge, stood the captain, Maro Itoje. George later joked they were a bit hesitant about giving Pollock such a prominent role. The kid has a reputation for winding up opponents, and you could see why. As the All Blacks performed their fearsome war dance, cameras caught Pollock, staring them down, licking his lips with pure, unadulterated intensity. It was a clear message. We are not intimidated. We are ready. This was a calculated risk, as George put it. You can poke the bear with the All Blacks, and it can go one of two ways. He even admitted to a fleeting thought of the infamous 1997 clash when Richard Cockerill went nose-to-nose with Norm Hewitt. But this time was different. The goal wasn't just to challenge the opposition, but to connect with their own fans. To forge an unbreakable bond with the 80 to 1,000 people roaring them on at Twickenham. The V-shape, which looked a bit more like a C from some angles, was a deliberate echo of that famous 2019 victory in Japan. Back then, England's response was so effective that they were actually fined because a few players crossed the halfway line, which is against World Rugby rules. This time, they were careful to stay on their side, but the intent was just as powerful. George explained his thinking. He wanted to do something special at their home ground. The idea of starting in a flat line and then moving into the V felt cool, theatrical, and powerful. The All Blacks' own response, edging forward as they performed, only added to the old school face-to-face intensity of the moment. It was pure rugby theater, and the crowd absolutely loved it. According to George, he pitched the idea to Captain Maro Itoje and Coach Steve Borthwick. Maro was on board, with one condition: as long as we don't have to have too many rehearsals. This wasn't about over-choreographing a routine, it was about a raw, authentic display of unity and defiance. But as George rightly pointed out, a response like that is meaningless if you don't back it up. And back it up they did. The performance that followed was one for the ages, securing England only their 9th ever victory against the mighty All Blacks. After the historic win, George urged his teammates to soak it all in. He reminded them to be present, enjoy it. This is history. He spoke about how fans still talk about the legendary 2012 win, about Manu Tuilagi's performance, about Brad Barrett's try. He wanted this team to create their own legacy, to give the millions watching a new memory to cherish for years to come, and by winning in such spectacular fashion, starting with that defiant stand against the Haka, they did exactly that. It was a day when strategy, symbolism, and raw passion came together to create a truly unforgettable moment in English rugby history. Thanks for watching, everyone. What did you think of England's response to the Haka? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rugby. See you next time.